go to the Orange Bowl. What? 19 and a half point favorites, Georgia versus Florida State. This was just at 14 the other week. What? What happened? What happened, Christopher?
I don't know. I mean, it's just a bunch of opt outs. Florida State players hitting the portal, going to the draft. It's a real shame what happened to this game. Two teams, number 5 and number 6, respectively, both believe they have the case to make the college football playoff and didn't. And very tough in a game that the governor of Florida was trying to get them to count as a college football playoff game and whatnot. It was kind of a big deal, and now it's kind of lost all of its hype because a ton of players are in the portal. More so big name guys for Florida State. Got some nice guys for Georgia though. Jamon Dumas Johnson, that was a surprise there at linebacker for him. Some depth pieces like AJ Harris, big time recruits Marvin Jones, Xavier Sorley. But I mean, let's be real, Georgia though. They are deep just about everywhere. They are as well built a roster as you can find in college football. You do have some star opt outs. Obviously, Brock Bowers, mega star there at tight end, wide receiver, running back. Do whatever you want with him. And then obviously a first round pick on Amarius Mims as well.
Yeah, I am. Wow, it is so hard for me to not take Florida State minus, or sorry, Georgia minus 19 and a half. Like that is crazy. We're in the orange. It is the number 5 team against the number 6 team in the country. And the number 6 team is favored by 19 and a half points. But I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna lay the 19 and a half with Georgia. As freaking crazy as that sounds. As freaking crazy as that sounds, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I actually like Tate Rodemaker. I actually like him. And here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan. I think if of
We
course it hurt Florida State.
well, Rodemaker's in the portal.
He's in the portal, but he's playing the game though. I thought, or no,
I thought Brock Glenn's going to start for him.
Oh,
That's what, at least
geez.
what
Even
what we've
worse.
been hearing.
Yeah, I'm
Is
all over 19 and a half then.
how can you watch how they played against Louisville and think they have a chance to cover the spread here? It really sucks because I do think a healthy Florida State and a healthy Georgia would be an interesting game. I mean, you could argue either way. Florida State's got some really nice weapons. The problem is most of them are gone, right? Johnny Wilson, Keon Coleman, Jaheim Bell, Trey Benson. Those are your 4 stars on offense. And talk about stars on defense. I don't know, Jared Verse, Fabian Lovett, Renardo Green, Jarian Jones, Akeem Dent, all these guys. It's a real travesty to see what happened there. Joshua Farmer, who knows what he's gonna do for them. You've got some interesting NIL situations with some other players with Peyton there. So we'll see. It's a real shame for sure, but I do think it's nice to see Georgia and Florida State. Some of these guys they got some nice young pieces there, and if you're interested in that recruiting for 2024 and beyond for these programs, if you want to see what you're made of on your 2 deeps and your 3 deeps, you're gonna see in this game for sure. But I do think it speaks volume that this line is up to 19 and a half. And I think we're both still on Georgia to cover at least by 20 points there. It could look a little bit like LSU Purdue did last year. And that's not a shot against Florida State. I just think with the reality of your roster is right now, your 2s and 3s against Georgia's 1.5s and 2s, it's just gonna be pretty darn ugly and unfortunate. But I hope they can pull it off though. I really do. I hope Brock Glenn gets it together. The thing is, I don't know how you can watch him against Louisville, a team that just got decimated by Miller Moss, right, and Devin Leary, right, in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. I mean, yes, they have had okay defense, Louisville for sure, but George is a whole other beast, and that's without Jamon Dumas Johnson and some other monsters there. It sounds like Kamari Lassiter's playing, right? That'd be a
If he does, I mean,
holy crap.
what are they?
Javon Bullard's playing. I mean, Carson Beck's playing in the bowl game. Lad McConkey's going to try to play. Lad McConkey's trying to play in the bowl game. He's toughing out an injury. Georgia wants to go here and really impose their will, and I think they will.